Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Sure, it'll be absolutely fine. I got another printable. Let me check printables a minute. What do we got? What are we gonna have? This is a snazzy suit, an arbor acorn. What if I should give some increase decor and a small area effect around the wearer? Destructive and destruct. Well, you two are both useless. So let's print that one and then snazzy suit. I got two Abes. Abes are generally useless, aren't they? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into skills a minute. I'm going to see who has got particularly low morale. Who's got some rather low, like 16 out of 24, that's not very good. 23 out of 32, that's pretty, well, that is actually pretty. 29 at Meep. Meep is having a snazzy suit. Meep is definitely the one who's going to have that snazzy suit. So we'll go right. Meep has already got a snazzy suit. Meep, why have you got... I don't want... Yeah, you had a snazzy suit somewhere else, and I don't even know where it's gone now. Clothing. Snazzy suit. Put this object away. Sweep. Storage unavailable. Right. Snazzy suit. Is there a snazzy suit in there? Cancel sweeping. Give the snazzy suit to someone. Alright, well, let's have a look in skills a minute and we'll see who else we got. Travaldo. Travaldo can have it. He looks like he's got particularly bad problems. Travaldo, it's assigned to Travaldo. The snazzy suit right there. Okay, let's get rid of that a minute. Now, I am a little bit concerned with my dupes because I've got right, there's no, I don't want Travaldo. It's not priorities. Let me go into the skills a minute and no, not you. Who was it? Meep. Meep, what exactly is your problem? Your morale here is bad. Interesting skills learned 8. Great Hall 6. Last cycle's decor nice 6. Standard meal 4. Washroom 2. Duplicate 1. 2 shift break 1. Barracks 1. So I mean, he's got lots of nice things there. It might just be he's got too many skills. I don't think you can unskill though. I don't think removing skills is really much of an option. I got a little bit more digging that I need to do here. So that goes up like that. And that goes up like that. And then they should be able to dig round and meet up the top. In order to properly make sure everything goes through. Right, that's all sand in there. So that all just drops down. Go here and dig a whole load of that out. And dig all of this out as well. You can't quite reach that bit. Or you can reach that one. A little bit of this that you can't quite reach. But he's got most of it within reaching distance. Ooh, someone has made a mess. Why have you made a mess? Why have you gone and made a mess? Okay, he's fine. I'm not quite sure why he went and made a mess. Have I got one too many suits, maybe? Like those that Atmo suits in there, that they're all docked now. I don't have anybody else up here, do I? No, I don't think I do. I don't think I've got any problems with that. No, I don't want to do that. I want to cancel those digs. I want to just have those digs in there. And then these bits coming up through here, we're slowly getting onto that. We're slowly getting our way up through and digging everything in all the way up through there. So it's properly sealed from bottom to top, which means that we'll then be able to drop all of the salt water out and elsewhere. So we're not bringing the salt water in here. That's what I'm aiming for here. I know I'm going to get some little bits coming in here. But that's only to start with. That's not long term. So I'm going to remove the water there. I'm going to mop that up. And I'm going to mop up the water out this side. And then that's just clearing it away then. We haven't got to worry about it. So I can mop that in there as well. This has already been cleaned out. I've got digging going on up through here. I'm going to want to put, actually, a couple of extra little bits. I'm going to want to dig that one. That one up there is dug. Well, no, I don't need to put any extra bits. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to change all of this over to actual base. For no other reason than I want to. Like that. Take that over there. Right, I got a little bit in there, and there's a little bit in there, and quite frankly, I don't think we really need to worry about them. These bits over here, yeah, if I go and dig those in, that's just going to cause problems. So I'll remove it up to, you know what, actually I don't want to do that. We'll just take it to in line with that one right to there, and then we'll leave it. So they'll come up and they will dig that out coming up through there. I want to dig this bit out. And I want to dig that bit out, and I want to dig that out, and I want to dig that out. And they can go and do all of that from the ladders, except there's that one piece there that they won't be able to do. Yeah, that'll be fine. That's not going to cause me any problems. I've got various bits and pieces coming up through here. Again, fine, no problems. Next, I want to dig this down. So I want to dig and remove those. And come over here. So what I want to do is I want to remove the water. It's over on that side, and I want to bring it down here into a tank. So it's going to go there. And that's that one, that height, and then that height there. And that should be enough of a tank to go and remove this. So I'm going to take that bit up there as well. And, like, it's just to allow the water to accumulate in here. I'm going to dig this off up here like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Right, so we've got more water coming up here. There's a couple of bits in there, and then there's a few bits in here. This up this side. Once they get to that, that shouldn't be any kind of a problem. This has all been dug out right the way down to here, which means that I can now go and dig out a bit more down this way. Yeah, it's going to go over there, but I'll dig that across, and then it's going to keep heading down here. In theory. Alright. So far, so good. So far, everything is working as we would hope it would. Let's put that into there. And we'll put that into there. And then take those off like that. So then the water will all drop down in here. I got a little bit down through there, but quite frankly, that doesn't really matter. It's already leaking through the salt right here. It's consumable ore. Which means it's probably going to break through that. There. I told you, didn't I? Said so. It's going to leak through. It's going to break through there. And lo and behold, it broke through. Right. The salt is quickly being removed from all the way through here. We've got some of it heading down this way. I'm going to mop everything in there. And I'm going to mop everything there as well. And I'll mop all of that. So we're going to gather up everything that we've got in here, if we can. Mop that whole lot up. And there's no salt water sticking up here anywhere at all. It's all out of the way. We don't need to worry about it in the slightest. That's all been removed. We've got sand being removed. There's another bit in there. There's the last little bit that's been mopped up. And then we just carry on digging. Excuse me. We carry on digging down through here. That bit there, that can come out across. I'll gather up that bit of salt water. I'm liking this so far, and that's going to get us another big thing of salt. Where I got 3 bits in there that I want them to dig out, and then most of this water is out of the way. That's coming up through, and that's being changed over. I've got a few bits in here that are still being dug out. Not very much of it. getting through there pretty quick. Right. I can ignore all of that. Don't worry about it in the slightest. Mushrooms are being delivered. I've got 386,000 calories. I've got 5 dupes extra to what I had a little while ago. I've got these running on the mills. The batteries, they're a little bit slow, but, I mean, they are working. They are working, but they're a little bit slow to engage. So these batteries in here, 95%, until it is less than 0%. I don't know which ones they run on. I'm not actually sure which ones they run on. And we've got the natural gas generators in here. Natural gas. I've got a lot of natural gas in there. Loads of it. I don't know why. I've got more natural gas now than I previously used to have. I actually seem to be getting more natural gas. Ooh. What's happened there? What's happened in there? Well, they can come in here. They come in through there, and they can come down this ladder, and they can come across here. But why have I got a gap there? That's not right. I don't remember doing that, unless it's because it's pressurized or something like that. Let's go and put in a single tile in there. Someone will be able to do it. So you coming after what? Yeah, you're going to go and build that tile for me, aren't you? That was quick. Right. I'm not sure why that one there was removed. There's some more printables. Who have we got this time? Do we have number 35? Destructive, destructive, and ugly crier. You are also a nighttime attribute bonus. Cannot do cooking errands. Strength, creativity, and science. Yeah, I think we'll go with you. You seem like you might be alright for this particular little group. So, Joshua, you can go on to earlys and nights. And that puts me with 4, 8, 12, 16 on nights. And 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19 on days, which makes our 35. Excellent. Right, that's fantastic. We've got a nice balance of dupes in through there. That's number 35, so we're going to need more beds and stuff if we want any more of them. And skills, let's have a look down through the newbies down here. First up, we do need to work towards exosuit training, and the same with you, and the same with you. You in here, your morale is through the roof at the moment, which is brilliant. It's really good. You can have some exosuit training in there. You've already got yours. You and you. Oh, you've got 17. Your bedside manner is pretty good. So we'll give you some more medicine training in there. That would be great. Back over this side again. So where is all that? Well, that waters is just coming from up there. This is the only problem I've got. Those doors, I've built this little bit is slightly wrong. I've made an error on this. It's only a tiny, tiny error, but it is a slight error. So what we're going to do is that door I'm going to deconstruct. That door right there, I'm going to deconstruct that one as well. And then we're going to go with the base, and I'm going to go with mesh tile. One there. Actually, I'm going to do this with a priority 9. There. Right. Mesh tile. That is a priority 9. I'm going to one there and one over there as well. Then I'm going to go with a destruct errand in there. And then I'm going to take power over here. Conductive wire. And I'm going to remove that cable there. I'm going to take conductive wire here, and I'm going to go up there and across there like that. We'll go back into the base, mechanized airlock, and that's going to be iron ore right in here, and I'm going to go one there, and I'm going to go one there. And the reason I'm doing this is because the water that drips down on each side, I don't want it falling through the door and dripping down into this main shaft. because that's a main through point going through there, and it's just going to end up causing me problems if the water is able to drip down through this main shaft in here. New log entry out of blueprints. I've officially run out of unique blueprints from which to print new duplicates. If I desire to grow the colony further, I'll have no choice but to print doubles of existing individuals. Hopefully it won't throw anyone into an existential crisis to live side by side with their double. Perhaps I could give new clones nicknames to reduce the confusion. Okay. Pretty sure what we're going to do about that. But still, Eureka, my duplicates have discovered micro-targeted medicine technology. That's fine. We've done that. Right, I'm going to carry on and do a bit more down here next. We've got a little bit of steam coming off the vent right here, which is going to get that one up and running. There we go. So we got more energy coming in from there, and I'm really not sure what to do with this volcano. I don't seem to be getting anything out of it at the moment. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter at the moment that we're not getting anything out of it, but yeah, it's kind of like, do I want to do anything with it in the future or not? I'm genuinely not sure. I will just go in here now that we've unlocked some of this, and I'll put that one in there. I got a bit of sleet wheat that they're picking up in there. I've got ladders in here that they're building. We've gone all the way down through here and we've cleared a whole load of stuff. Some sand right there. So I'm going to add in a couple of dig points on there, another one over there, so that they will clear out a bit more of that. And I'm going to dig out that in there like that, so that sort of comes down as well. And we can do the same over here. Dig those out, so there's a bit more will drip down this way. It comes through the salt pretty quick, and then all the way down here, like I've got the weeds, warts and everything. This is sealed now. We're sealing this up very nicely. I just want to dig those two bits off so then we can get them down here. And I'm going to dig that bit off, and then they're going to sort of break through into some of this. That's granite in there, so that's firm, and that will stop them from digging down any further. Although I don't think I need to worry too much about this. I get them to that point, I'm thinking maybe I can remove this, and I won't need to worry about it. Because I got no more water all the way up through here. There's just going to be a little bit in there that'll end up melting. And then I got all of this salt that's coming down. I'm going to, in order to stop that salt being too much of a problem at the moment, just going to get rid of them. And then this up here, they'll be able to keep going through and doing that dig. I'll just open that bit up a little bit. That's all into outer space up there, so we don't need to worry about that. I've got a bit in there that I could go into. There's a bit of salt water and other waters and stuff in there. Gonna not worry about that for a minute. Maybe we'll break into here and sort of open it up, get through so that we can come down, around, and so on. But at the moment, again, not too worried. Not gonna concern myself with it much. I'm thinking, really, we could just take this off now, and then... Because I wanted to keep that bit separate. I want to keep that clean and separate as well. That's one of the things that I want to do. But I'm just a little bit curious here what's going to happen with that. So I think what we'll do down here, just to make sure that everything works down this side the way I want it to, is if I just have a bit of base there, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that... so they dig that off, and then they basically just turn this into... I'm picking up wheat. They'll just turn this into a bit of a pool in under here. And also, they'll put a wall between the pool and the salt in there, which I think will be a helpful thing to have. And then I've got this bit of floor over here. So we've just broken through there. That water is now going to be able to trickle down here towards the pump. which is a good thing. We do definitely want that trickling down towards the pump. That's the whole idea of this exercise in the first place. So I've gone and replaced that bit up there. I'm going to dig down a little bit there, and I'm going to do that. Plus, I'm going to dig the bottom of that one out like that, so that I can continue turning this into a little bit of a pool on this side. That side, we will get to turning that into a pool, but we're not going to worry about it just yet. And it's this bottom bit right here. I'm going to go with base there and tile, and that is going to tile over to there, like that. And then I'll tile up by 1, and I will dig out those 3 there. So then they'll fill all of this in, dig it out, and they'll put in a whole load of tile in here as well. And then we can start, like, digging out the last little bit down there. They've gone up this side. They've already put in that I wanted them to do. Base, tile, fill that one in there. Fill in those 2. We'll go up a little bit higher, like that. So that's filled. You know what? We can go right up to here with this. Like that. And I can also put in the ladder in here. Right the way through. So then that will meet up in the middle in a minute. We won't let them connect that just yet. That's still on the to-do list for things to do later. But this bit of salt water over here, I'm going to want to bring that in. So we're going to do a bit more digging on here. I can reach, I think, all of this. If I go like that, I think I can reach it all from down below and above and get all of that out. So if I just put that in as a request, I've already mopped up every other bit of salt water that's in here. I'm going to go with base in here, and I'm going to tile all the way down to this point at least. Over this side, we're going to mop those bits there, and then I'm going to tile over on the side there, like that, to keep that solid, and tile across the top. Tile in that bit there as well. I won't tile that bit. I've got other plans up here. Although, yeah, because that's salt water there. I got 2 little bits of salt water over here. I kind of want to get to them. Not quite sure what I want to do with those yet. As soon as it's finished doing its saving. Okay, and in here, what have we got? I've got something right in there. It says polluted oxygen. There's something there. I'm going to dig that one. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put that as a priority 9, like that, because I would really like someone to come up. New printables are available. We've got mirth leaf seeds. I'm just going to reject those for a minute. Don't worry about them. There we go. He's going to dig that one out, and that will tell us what have we got in here as a copper volcano. Right. I'm not too worried about a copper volcano. Ooh, made a mess. Right, where are you, and why have you made a mess? You've gotten stuck down in here. Well, that's fair. We'll dig that bit off, like that, and then you can climb out. We don't want people getting stuck, so if he's got and made a mess in there, he's going to make a mess here as well. Let's have a mop that bit up. Just like that. Go on. Mop it all up. There we go. Right. Excellent. Fantastic. That is groovy. We've got that bit cleaned up in there. I've got a bit of dirty water that's accumulating down here. I've got plenty of water in here. We've got generators idle there for the natural gas at the moment, because this is doing just fine. We go up here. I need to put this into a sealed room rather than leaving it like it is, because that will result in things being able to work a bit better. And I've got other plans for the hydrogen gas in here as well, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm coming back to that. I have got plans. I have got ideas for things that we can go and do. Let's just check on our raw mineral supplies. Mafic, obsidian, sedimentary, granite, igneous. Right, well, we're doing all right at the moment with that. I I am, at the moment, feeding you... What am I feeding you? Sedimentary rock. Sedimentary raw mineral. I got 165 tons. We're all right with that at the moment. We're all right with that at the moment. I've got just the last of this bit in here that I want them to dig out and do. I could actually change that one over there. Tile. And they can go and tile that one. This up here, everything's already sort of been taken out. This will end up, like, everything will drop down to this point. And then after that, it won't really be any kind of concern. I'm going to dig that off there. And I'm going to dig that bit off there. This bit is actually, I can dig off this underside as well. I'll dig a bit there. And we'll dig some of this. But I'm going to leave that for a minute because I want them to be able to reach all of that. And then I've only got like a little bit here. And then, yeah, that's another a good thing has happened. That's what we want. You... I was possibly going to dig down there. I've got a big seam of coal right here. Very big seam of coal, which we may be glad of. Now, I've got more of these poke shell things. Kind of wondering if I even... Do I want poke shells? Am I actually going to be wanting to use these things? Or am I just kind of looking at them thinking, no, this is going to be a waste of time? We've dug down this way, and I don't see... anything else of use yet down here, so I'm going to dig this one down further and see if we do uncover anything of use. I'll put you down into there and see if we uncover anything more. All the way up this side, we've got the copper volcano right in there, so I'm going to dig that like that, 4x4. I'll dig that bit off as well. I got some water there that's going to end up coming out. I'll dig off this and those in under there, so then the water runs back down this way. With the heat that comes off of this volcano, once that has been uncovered, it'll start to cook some of this slime and algae, and it'll actually turn it into dirt, which could be a rather useful thing for us. And I don't know 100% if it's like everything that we want. So I take that one and I analyze that volcano. They will go along and do that. Eventually, it might take them a while to get there, but they will eventually get to it. We've got sand, lots of slime in here, sedimentary rock, loads of it. Not really much that we got lots of gold amalgam in there, which I could go and do something with, I suppose. Eventually. I'm not going to do anything with it right now. I'm going to leave it. And how are the rest of things going? More batteries. I still want more batteries. That's another thing that I want to build up. Get more batteries. Don't know about more of those just yet. I mean, at the minute, the treadmills are alright. They're just all idle, so we don't need to concern ourselves with them at all. This up here is absolutely fantastic. I mean, the water is slowly heating up, and we're going to get a boatload of salt down here, but right now I don't use salt. I don't do anything with it. I know that there are some things you can do with the salt for, like, food preservation and that, but it's not something that I'm planning on utilizing in any way at the moment. I'm just going to leave it. I wasn't going to concern myself with it. Not even a little bit. I've uncovered everything in here. So I've got this one ready, and we're going to start building out over there and making use of that, but I want this one first. The pool is now done on that side. I'll come into here from this side. We'll come over and we can build a ladder down there. I'm not going to worry about it from that side over there. So unfortunately, that's all we've got time for a little while. We need to let the replicants rest. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And I am just going to drag out this farewell just a tiny little bit, just so that there is enough space and time on the screen to put up a couple lots of you absolutely wonderful supporters of the channel. You should be seeing some of your names coming up now. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.